Good day, everyone. It's Marlena Burton. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day. So, I don't know if my recipe for full time freedom is for you or not. All I know is I am so grateful that I started paying myself $1 a day, and now I am enjoying full time freedom. So, I love something that one of my mentors, T. Harbecker, said. He said, "Don't believe a word I say." Okay? Why is that? Because that's his experience. So this paying myself $1 a day and creating full-time freedom is my experience. Is it going to work for you? I don't know that. Okay? One thing that makes it work for me is that I know beyond knowing that if I step into faith, if I embody faith, which is confident knowing that creation is already finished. Okay? Creation is done. Confidence in my creator God. So faith works for me because I work it. So I used to make these a long time ago and give them to people. That's a little mustard seed. And so it says, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, I shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. And nothing shall be impossible to me. Okay? So we all have the power of God hardwired within us. It's either dormant or it's dominant. And so when it's dominant by faith or assumption or whatever your word is, it's activated, okay, and goes to work for you. So my recipe for full-time freedom, I pay myself $1 a day, okay? This is my travel fund. I invite at least one other person a day just to watch a corporate video. It doesn't matter if they say yay or nay. My position is simply to sow the seed, to invite, and I'm good, okay? And then we sow our money into a money multiplying matrix, okay? So this is my travel fund. I also have a car jar because all of us are going to need another car at some point, right? So let's work together as a team. If you're not getting paid daily or getting paid on Fridays as a team, residual income is lit. All right. So I walked away from a 30-year career as a physical therapist assistant because I made a committed decision that I like to travel, go on vacation. That doesn't mean I'm always traveling. You know, I travel when I want to. And then because we're putting our money into a money multiplier matrix, money's not the first concern, okay? Your habits are stronger than your desires, okay? Hear that. Your habits are stronger than your desires. So I like to do things super simple. I like to have fun. I like it to be effortless, you know, like the grass grows, okay? So I just want to share with you really quickly. There's a law of physics that says, if you hold a thought or a vibration for 17 seconds, okay, that energy, everything is energy, right? That energy goes out and connects with like energy, okay? And then it's going to draw that back to you. So I saw the idea of 17 seconds and I like 111. So I extended mine to 71 seconds. So I basically just flipped it. And then it's like you just see that it's like the mirror, the energy just mirrors it. And like it says, it comes back. So you can find a video on 10ktravelclub.com about that. And so it's so much fun. So my very first thing, see, we're always manifesting, always creating. It really just boils down to attention, okay? But the very first thing that I was aware that I was bringing into my life was a bag of licorice. And so my instructor, Michael, he said, just write down what it is that you desire and just let it go. You don't have to try to make it happen. You don't have to be thinking about it all the time. You don't have to do anything else. So licorice was my first thing. 2 weeks later, my dad, I go to visit my mom and dad, and my dad comes out of the kitchen. He goes, "Here, babe, I know you like this." And I was like, oh my gosh, that was what I asked for. Okay, I call it a vibe. That's what I vibed, so that's what showed up. I decide my vibe. You guys see me post that on Facebook all the time. So, just like with faith, fear is not the opposite of faith, but just because that's what we're used to hearing, I'll say, I decide my vibe, because used to I vibed fear more than I vibed faith. So both of them show up, whichever you decide, okay? So you get to choose your vibe. So I hope that you choose full-time freedom. And like I said, we're gonna need a car at some point, right? Same thing, almost dropped it. Same thing, start paying yourself $1 a day. And I actually, T. Harv Eker told us to have like a jar for fun or play, a jar for education. I have mine for full-time freedom, different things. And so what we used to do was the envelope method. And so you're going to have car insurance like every 6 months, right? So every month you take out whatever you're going to need in 6 months to pay off your car insurance in full. No stress, no big deal. We got the money. So whenever I want to travel, I'll have the money. Whenever I get ready for my next newer car, I have the money. And so, guys, the only way we do anything is as a team, right? So let's come together as a team, put our money in. We don't have to handle any money at all. The company handles all that. We have saving systems, savings on lowering your bills. We're always going to have bills, right? Just an amazing system for travel, save on travel. So do more, pay less, and enjoy more of your life, okay? So if you're open to full-time freedom, let's connect. My number is 618-223-6006. My website is marlenaburton.com, MARLENA Burton.com. So, I told you I like to do things effortlessly, right? And so Earl, he's a millionaire maker. You can also find that video on 10ktravelclub.com on YouTube. Hopefully it never changes, because I change my handle all the time. But anyway, you have this video and you have Marlena Burton. That link won't change. So he is a millionaire maker. And what he does is effortless. So I want to encourage you to go to the video, listen, and do what he says for 30 days. You will literally change your life just from listening passively, okay? First you listen actively, okay? And then you just listen passively while you're getting ready, while you're doing whatever. It could be on your way to sleep or whatever. So do what he says. So what he teaches us works because it's natural. I love to learn from nature. So we're sowing the dollar, right? I got $1 in here. We've been taught that you trade time for money, right? And so that's the hard way. That's like sowing into gravel, okay? There's a principle called the seed is in itself, okay? So these are wildflower seeds. The harvest is already in the seed, okay? So like I said, we've been taught to trade time for money. That's an employee mindset. If you just tap into your natural God-given mind, you'll know that if you want to sow it, you're going to grow it, okay? You reap what you sow. So, in order to grow money, I need to sell money. Okay? That's the truth of it, you know? So, if I want wildflower seeds, I don't plant moss rose seeds to get wildflower seeds. So I don't trade time to get money. It's a method, but it's not the best method, okay? So I only bought that program for like a year and a half. Thank God. Okay? So you get to decide your vibe. If you want wildflowers to bloom, you might want to sow some wildflower seeds. The seed is in itself. It's already programmed in. We don't have to worry about that. So if this makes sense to you, let's connect. All right, again, 618-223-6006 or marlenaburton.com. So this is what Earl says. You have to be specific. If I want $500,000, I could ask for more money and I might get $1. Okay? So that should make sense to you. So, take the limits off. Say, I am in the process of attracting $100,000, say, and I receive it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But listen to Earl and do what he says. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day. God's best.